so your blood will run to hide the scars of your sins. Memories of you fill my head. Lies to hide the shame, lies to kill the pain. As it fills your veins, you're the one to blame. Hope your conscience haunts you the rest of your life. Look at what I've done. I had your back again, but you're the bastard son of thieves and cowardice. So I spit you out like you sold me out. I can't believe I defend you again, never again.
Alright, so today we're going to be doing a tabletop review because it was way too damn humid to be wearing the mask.
By the end of getting the range footage, I felt like I was waterboarding myself inside the damn thing.
This is the Rock Island Armory VRF-14. I've been calling it the baby boomstick.
First impressions right out of the box, the two things that I noticed was that it was incredibly light and that it's mostly made out of plastic. That's not necessarily a bad thing, at least in terms of it being light. With it being a gas-operated semi-automatic shotgun, the recoil is very manageable, but as for the plastic, it's a lot less durable than something that would have an aluminum handguard or aluminum lower receiver. Another con being that 90% of the rails up top are connected to the handguard, so there's only really one good place to be putting a red dot. I'll show you guys here on screen what I'm talking about, that little tiny section in the rear. So if you plan on retaining 0 with a dot, that's where you're going to want to put it. If you, for whatever fucking reason, want to put slugs through it, that's going to be your home. Couple of more things. One's not so terrible, one could be another issue down the road, but the first thing being is the bolt release. I was having some problems. You can see in the last video that I made with sending it home after dropping the mag and putting a new one in. If I tried doing that quickly, it just wouldn't move for whatever reason. Not sure what that was. Another thing to discuss, because I want to get really down to the meat and potatoes of this thing. If you have any questions about buying it, I want to answer any questions that you guys may have. There is about a 200 shell break-in period, but that's typical with these cheap shotguns. I was breaking it in with the 1400 foot to 1450 foot per second birdshot, and then after that, now we're cycling 1250 reliably. So now moving on to the pros. The first one being the price point is very intriguing. I got this for about $250. I did just see PSA do a sale on these for I think $230 or $240. Another pro being that the overall size of the firearm is very small. Comparative to an AR-12, at least a full-size one, I'll put up on screen here. I have a Garrissar Fear 116, which has an 18.5-inch barrel, but the VRF-14 has a 14-inch barrel. I assume that's what the 14 stands for, but it has a noticeable size difference once you hold them. You do get a pair of front-rear backup sights, which is always nice in case you don't have something immediately on hand. It does come with Rock Island's patented buffer bolt system, whatever that is, that they put on a lot of their shotguns. But if you do ask me, the bolt is very similar to the Tokarev, but I'm not an expert. I just do the reviews. Now, you guys are probably wondering, how the hell did you get a buffer tube on there? Well, I'll tell you. I'm going to put these part numbers up on the screen here. Take those. Google them, you'll find exactly what you need to buy. But when you get the buffer tube, it's not going to come with a screw. You need the left side folding adapter in order to have this set up. Because essentially the buffer tube isn't going to come with a screw. The screw is going to come from the sling adapter that comes on the rear. You're going to take that screw along with the screw that comes with the folding adapter, and that's how you're going to retain both into the system. And that's pretty much it. Those are my pros and cons. If you guys really have any questions, let me know down in the comments. I don't think this is really that bad of a buy for the price point that it's at, for what you're getting. After you break it in, I feel like you're going to have a load of fun with it. If you managed to stay this far into the video and make it to the end, you are an absolute legend. Thank you guys so much. I'm Ghost, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.